Hello one and all, this is Matt from New Game Plus, and we're going to give you a sneak peek preview at Just Cause 3. So, we're just going to go through a quick playthrough of this, and give you a brief run-through as to what to expect in your first 10 to 20 minutes of gameplay. So it's a very, very interesting game. It's by Avalanche Studios, so of Just Cause and Just Cause 2 fame, as well as Mad Max, which came out earlier this year. So we're very, very excited to offer you a very quick playthrough of what's going on, what to expect, and yeah, it's going to be some awesome fun exploring through new areas and some gorgeous vistas. So the first task we are going to be given in this game is basically taking down a few SAMs, which are pretty good at knocking down airplanes, which is totally against our favor, so we might as well get rid of those before anything bad happens to our little plane. Yeah, cool. Got ourselves the first one. As you can see, there's a bit of a war zone happening at the moment, a bit of a civil war happening on the streets of Medici, which is the new setting in Just Cause 3. So this is actually the hometown of Rico Rodriguez, and he returns back in kind of a Grand Theft Auto San Andreas style, totally not CJ, to make things right again after a totalitarian state takes over many, many towns and cities and builds outposts. Okay, we got ourselves, I think, one more SAM site. We got to line that up and trust Avalanche Studios to give us a rocket launcher in our very first mission of Just Cause. It's not very good. We got two jets coming our way, and whoops, that's a bit of a doozy. Anyway, let's go. And in trademark Just Cause fashion, we slam that A button for the parachute. And I repeat myself again, in true Just Cause fashion, we have ourselves a grappling hook as well, which is pretty handy getting around some tight spaces and getting through some really fast travel. Because using our legs, using legs is for suckers. Okay, so Mario's here, our childhood friend. Let's give him some assistance, shall we? And I love the accent too. Rico. Okay, so as you can see, the rebels are in a bit of trouble here. We're trying to get ourselves a revolutionary movement going, so we got to put a foot on it and help out the rebels as they're currently pinned down and are seeking assistance from the one and only Rico Rodriguez. Yeah, so there are some rare occasions. A lot of people who have played the previous Just Cause games, particularly 2, prefer a more kind of approach where you use parachutes and grappling hooks to get wherever you want. You do drive the occasional car here and there and everywhere, as well as tanks and other weapons with other vehicles with ballistic weapons on them. But yeah, some people prefer a more kind of free approach that the parachute, as well as the grappling hook, provides. And then there are just times where you just need to go completely loud here, which isn't a bad thing. It's actually quite, pardon the pun, liberating. And just for good measure, let's just blow up that little petrol station over there. Because Rico Rodriguez does not care about the fuel economy at all.
This Guardia Alpha seems like a good place to start. Maybe take out that gate?
Yes, it will allow you access to the outpost. Oh, I have noted that the rebels are weak at climbing fences. Poor diet, perhaps.
I know you guys have had it rough, but this changes everything.
And it does.
Will let me tear the outpost apart without bullets.
So as you can see, the game likes to poke fun at itself fair amounts of times. There's plenty of that in this game. It's great stuff. Alright, so what we're going to do, here's one of the awesome things in Just Cause 2 you can do, where you can initiate tethers with certain items within your environment. So, best thing is that many parts of the environment are also explosive and flammable. So, if you hold down left trigger, as you tether something. So I've got the fence tethered to the little explosive barrel there. That's how you open gates in the world of Just Cause 3. Screw to conventional methods, we all about explosives now. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to tether some stuff together. As we can do multiple tethers in this game now, as opposed to just the one, we can do this. There you go. No fusses, or maybe I should be a bit more thorough with this by throwing something explosive onto something explosive. Actually, never mind, it's already done it for me. Oh goodness. I didn't mean for that to happen, that was a domino effect right there. Oh goodness, call the cops, please. We need a fire brigade up here, this is too much. We're gonna hurt our men. Oh goodness, alright, yeah, I'm out of here. Yeah, so here we go, this is a bit more kind of open worlded from here. As you can see, a lot of this stuff here you can travel to. There's a little oil rig over there, but in the meantime, let's just stay on the mainland for the time being and focus on some of the main story quests and some of the outposts as well.
Put out your hands. Like so.
She's got good intentions, but unfortunately she needs some work with the language skills.
Damn. You now have wingsuit.
She's a very quirky character.
Handy for gliding. It's best if you start near precipice. Wingsuit to bridge. I hope this works. Both our sakes, Rico. We have got to make things right.
Okay. Now we gotta make our way towards a bridge, with a very, very handy method of movement now. It is the wingsuit, so this is one of the more recent additions to the Just Cause universe, namely in this game, and this is how it goes. As you can see, very cinematic, very cool.
Might not have mentioned. I've given you experimental device GE64, Bavarian base planted explosive.
We'll start with the bridge then.
Alright, let's blow some stuff up, shall we? No, all we need to do is get ourselves a vantage point so we can get ourselves a good view of what's about to happen. Now, Bavarium is also a very sought after substance found here only in exclusively in Medici. So we're currently fighting some of these dictatorships in order to not let them get their hands on the Bavarium and assume total domination of the area. So we're going to give them a little wake-up call.
The Ravello's military won't know what hit them.
Godspeed.
Hey, I recommend you make a deadly cool comic quip or... Wait, I am tracking incoming helicopters. 2 surface-to-air missile batteries are nearby. Marking their locations. Recommend reprogramming.
Okay, so there's other things in this game as well you can do, namely, there's a few like SAMs here, where you can actually hack them, reprogram them, so that way they're going against your enemies rather than yourself. So as you can see, these SAMs here are actually quite important at programming, especially when you're trying to retake outposts or towns. These are kind of scattered everywhere, so that if you try to take an outpost using a helicopter and sending it down a lot of the units, it makes it pretty difficult, because these things are, you know, shooting anti-air missiles at you, and it makes the entire process pretty difficult. So we'll probably do like 1 or 2 towns here at the moment, just giving you a quick taste of what to expect with some of the liberation missions. We can go around certain towns and outposts and liberate them, and then utilize them to your advantage.
The voice of Radio del Revolucion. Mario told me that you're looking to liberate the town of Manaia and destroy the Vis Electra plant. I have to say, I cannot wait to see you in action. I'll call you again when you get close.
So as you can see, the bridge is a little bit worse for wear. So we'll just leave it be. or we go destroy more things. In the name of revolution.
Rico, welcome to Manaea. I grew up here, so I'm only too happy to give you a tour of how Di Revellos ruined this beautiful city. Ah, that voice! Shut that stupid
Okay.
voice up.
So liberating towns is pretty simple as taking down a few items that the liberating forces of Di Ravello have put up. So namely a lot of the propaganda speaking and the speakers that come up. So you can shoot them down, or you can go through more inventive ways, such as this. Tying people to it, or seeing a car right here, and then tying a tether to it. So as it drives away, or attempts to drive away, it'll also pull down the post. And some people found me, so it's an all-out war now. While they look around for me, I'm just gonna... Ooh, goodness gracious. I'm not gonna do that. While they look around for me, I'm gonna see if I can take down some of these posts here. So as I mentioned before, you can just go the direct route and knock these down normally. Or you can pull them down whichever way you please. For example, I'm gonna see if I can jack a car. Get out of that combi, son. Alright. So let's do this ourselves, shall we? Pop this on the back. And as you can see, that's a statue of Di Ravello, who is the dictator of the nation of Medici in its current form. And we're going to bring down his statue, if we can get a good look of it. Oh wow, it's actually not powerful enough. So I have an idea. We're going to do this instead. We're going to use the power of double tethering, which is exclusive in the world of Just Cause 3, to rip this head off. Or just knock down the entire thing. I didn't know it was going to have that much force left in it, but anyway, that guy can have his van back if I can bring it down. Nope, doesn't look like I can. Let's just keep it up there for now. Actually, wait, I might be able to do it. Okay, well, he can have that back. If it wasn't insured, it was his problem. So, another way to capture these police outposts is by activating the doors there, so your rebels can come in. So you can punch the button like that and let that little door raise, doing it the old-fashioned way. Or if you're someone like me, who spends all their days busy liberating and doesn't have enough time to do those kinds of things the conventional way, you can also use your tether just to lift it up like that. Perfect. I just saved a few seconds on that one. An efficient revolutionary is, of course, Rico Rodriguez. He is a role model that we should all aspire to be and learn from.
The thing remaining in Bahia is Vis Electra. Tear down that base, and you're good to go.
Okay, so the last place we're going to visit, as Mario just suggested just then, is Vis Electra. So the last outpost that we're going to liberate for today, and it's located just right over here. It's a bunch of turbines and electricity plants, which we are going to cause extreme havoc on. Let's focus on the little core electrical unit too. Whoa, while all this stuff kind of falls in front of us. There we go, perfect. Perfect, look at that. Beautiful stuff. We'll just get this pesky little sniper as well. But we'll probably have fun with him as well. Move this out of the way. And we'll throw some explosives directly at him. There you have it. And he's off. Just gonna find ourselves one more satellite dish, as well as a few fuel tanks, which is right there actually. We're gonna run this right in there. Or not. Oh, that guy had some impeccable timing right there. not a good idea to be up here, but do one more parting gift. Or two more, just to be sure. See, these Bavarium explosives are quite handy and potent. Perfect. And there you have it, folks. That should be the last outpost that we're capturing tonight, so thank you very much for watching our Just Cause 3 preview footage. Remember guys, if you want to see more and check out our review hitting December the 1st this year, 2015, be sure to subscribe here at youtube.com/NewGamePlusTV. This has been Matt from New Game Plus, and we'd like to thank you very much once again for watching our Just Cause 3 preview. Catch you around. Take care.
I thought you and your pal would like to know.